Hello everyone, this is Varun. I am here to give you a demo on finding the heartbeat based on the PPG signal. So here I have my PPG signal samples in a array called X. I have 150 samples. So my sampling frequency is 50 Hz. So first I'm going to pass my signal through a moving average filter in order to smoothen the signal. So let me show you the output of the moving average filter. So I'm compiling it. So you can see the blue signal is the original PPG signal, and after passing through a moving average filter, we get a smoothened version of it. Now I'm gonna pass the output of moving average filter through a difference filter in order to find the negative zero crossing points. So let's see the output of negative zero crossing points. So here the difference filter. Basically, you're gonna find the difference between successive samples and gonna store it. I'm using the same array X which I used initially, so as to save my memory. We are done with uploading. So see, wherever there is a crossing point, zero crossing point, you can see the peaks in the red signal. So for every time it's going from negative to positive, and you can see a peak. Okay, so whenever there is a zero crossing point, you can see the peaks of the original signal. Okay, so if you need the number of samples between two peaks of original signal, you can simply find the number of samples between the peaks present in the output of the difference filter. So in order to find the number of samples between the peaks in this difference filter output, I'm going to use a simple logic here. I'm showing you here. So if say the present value of sample is greater than the previous value of the previous value of sample and the next value of sample, so it means it's a peak, right? It's a basic logic. So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna check wherever the sample's value is greater in the vicinity area, and I'm gonna store it in a uh, I'm gonna store it in a small array called peak. So once I'm storing it in the array called peak, see, once I'm gonna store them, I'll show you it. Just a sec. So basically, we're also having some smaller peaks, as you can see. In order to remove the smaller peaks and get only the upper peaks, you need to take a mean value and compare whether the smaller peaks, I mean, whether the peak is greater than the mean value or not. If it's greater, I'm gonna store them, else I'm gonna remove them. So I have done it here. Here, uh, here I'm comparing the values of peaks and checking if its value is greater than the average value. Only if it's greater than the average value, and then I'm storing it in the peak. Okay. So once I did this, I have the values at peaks. Okay. So basically, I have stored the index of the peak values in this array. So basically, I'm gonna find the difference between the indices. Okay. So when I find the difference between the indices, I'm gonna get the number of samples between two successive peaks. Okay. Once I'm gonna since we have three peaks, we can find two such differences, right? I'm gonna take the average and store it in a uh, in a constant called time. So once I'm storing it here, I'm gonna find the heartbeat rate whose formula is as shown here. It's sampling frequency into 60 divided by the average number of samples. Okay, this is the formula. So let's see the heartbeat here. I'm gonna print it now. So it's getting uploaded. I'm sorry. So here the heartbeat of the person turns out to be around 64. So this is a method to find the heartbeat given a PPG signal. Thank you.